What's up, guys? So today I am pre-making some trap rigs. If you don't know what a trap rig is, this is a trap rig. Basically, main leader with two hooks. Basically, this is fished with a live bait. So that way you have your stinger hook in the tail, your slip hook is going to go through the nose. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to adjust for different size bait fish. So the slip hook just slips up and down your leader line here. Also, it's a good idea to use when you're drifting for halibut, things like that. To set up a trap rig, it just betters your chances of bringing up a fish. I know there's been a lot of times where I haven't used a trap rig and I've lost fish because they bite the back end of the fish and I'm only hooked through the nose when using live bait. So on this trap rig, if they bite the tail or the bottom half of the fish, you're bettering your chances of bringing up that fish since you have that stinger hook at the back. So I'm going to go ahead and set one of these up for you guys. Basically what you're going to need, this is going to be your preference as well in terms of what pound test you're using, what types of hooks you're going to use. But for me, preferably, I like to use 2 J hooks. A lot of guys on their slip hook, they'll use a J hook, and on their stinger, they'll use a treble. I prefer the J hooks just because for me, it's easier to get the hook out of a fish's mouth. So if I catch a short fish, it's just easier for me to pull that out. I'm using 30-pound test, and for the slip hook, I am going to be tying it up with 25-pound, a little bit lighter line. So I always like to start with the stinger hook first. Just like that. And now for your slip hook. It's not too difficult to do. It's pretty easy to do. So I'm going to take your J hook. You're going to feed your leader line through the J hook. They only come out about an inch or so just about that much. And then with your lighter pound test, you're going to make a loop. So sometimes this could be difficult to do when you're using heavy line, heavy test. But basically, you're going to come in through one end, pull it all the way through, create a loop, and you're going to go right through the opposite end. Just like that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook and all of this right here, and you're going to pinch it on the hook. And then you're going to take your loop and you're going to wrap it around your hook 6 to 7 times, around your hook and around this line here. I'm going to make this a little short to make it easier on myself. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to take your longer tag that you made that loop with, and you're just going to pull that all the way through. So your line should look like that, wrapped around the hook, right? And then go ahead and you can cinch it down. Just be careful when you're cinching this down not to cinch it too tight. You do want this hook to move freely on your leader line. And careful not to hook yourself. Just like that. And then you can go ahead, make sure you know which one your leader line is. And then you can go ahead and trim off these tag ends. just like that. So now you have a hook that's able to slide freely on your main line. This is a trap rig. And like I said, basically this is going to help you catch a little bit more fish. And it's adjustable for basically any size live bait you got. It'll even work with a with frozen bait, like anchovies, something like that. So give this a shot. So what I do next is I just wrap it up. And it's just in a loop pretty much. Just like that. Throw it in a bag or just throw it straight in your tackle box, you know. And the way I keep these loops together is I'll just take a little bit of this and I'll just weave it through. Just like that. And this basically is just going to keep it all together for you, so it doesn't come unraveled in your tackle box or in your bag. Just like that. Set it aside, and you're good to go. I hope this helps somebody catch some more fish. It's a really good setup. Really easy to make. I like to pre-make them because I fish off a kayak. So I like to have my bait in the water as much time as possible. More time your bait spends in the water, the better chance you are to catch a fish. So, and so for my halibut rig, basically I connect this leader to a 3-way barrel swivel because I drift for halibut. And so I put it on a 3-way barrel swivel. I use 50-pound braid with a 2-ounce torpedo weight. And I just slow drift it on the bottom. You know, in my kayak, I'm only going anywhere from a half mile to 1.5 miles tops when I'm drifting. And a lot of that depends on the current, you know. So I like to slow drift. I'm just chilling on the water, listening to my music, and just hanging out, having a good time, you know. But yeah, try these rigs out. Hopefully they help you out. Have a good one.